This is my Business Pulse dashboard, 6 tiles: revenue, leads, outreach, pipeline, and cash. All reading live data. It tells me in 5 seconds whether my month is on target. And this is my attention dashboard. Every overdue task, every deal closing this week, every flagged email across the HubSpot, Notion tasks, Gmail, and Outlook. Everything on one page and prioritized for me. Both are live artifacts in Claude Cowork. Anthropic shipped them last week. I'm building them both live in front of you right now. I'm V. I run an AI consultancy, and on this channel, I break down the exact tools and workflows we build for our clients. Quick note before we start: all numbers and records you see are demo data. Real data is blurred out. The format is the lesson, not the figures. Here's what changed. Last week on April 20th, Anthropic shipped a live artifacts in Claude Cowork. If you used Claude before, you know about artifacts. You ask Claude to build something, a chart, a script, a tool, and it generates a one-shot output you copy-paste somewhere else. It's useful, but it's a throwaway. Live artifacts are different. They stay connected to your data sources, such as HubSpot, Gmail, Notion, Outlook. They stay connected out of the box, and you can connect anything that exposes MCP. They live in their own tab. They auto-refresh when you reopen them, and they keep the version history. The shift is simple. Output stops being a snapshot. They start being your working tools. For consultancies and operators, that matters, because the gap between I had Claude to write me a report and I actually run my business from this has just closed. The artifact you build today is the dashboards you open tomorrow, day after, and day after that. That's the unlock. Now let's build the two I just showed you. The first part that you notice when you open Cowork, you now have the live dashboards over here. That's where you browse the connectors, and also here's the new artifact part. If you click on that, it will start explaining to you what exactly is the live artifact and what it can do. It will attempt to guide you through it. Now, as it tells me everything that I have configured and what I have a choice with. So what I will do, I will open new chat. I'll paste my prompt in, say as a live artifact. I'll explain what is in my prompt and start building. So what is it I ask it to do? Saying build a single page business pulse dashboard as a live artifact, 6 file top revenue month to date. I explained what they're supposed to be and where the data should be coming from and how it should be then refreshing and the different functionality within the table itself. Okay, so after 2 minutes of thinking, it has now created the artifact and it's asking for permission to do so. Okay, there you go. We have the first beginnings of our dashboard called Business Pulse. What we're doing when the data is refreshed, every time we click, we have a dashboard at the bottom with additional information. We also have this little plus over here. Now, when you click on that, it gives you a detailed information and gives you a prompt, which can be copied and then popped into the chat like so, that you can then ask additional information. And it already has all the information needed to provide additional context. But it's not following our brand. So if we go back in the chat, pulled some of the information from the skill about the brand, but not everything. So I'm not completely happy with it. Let's give it another minute. It will read the PDF file and will apply the colors. Okay, there you go. You read the PDF file, it extracted the useful information about our voice, about the colors that needs to be applied, about the logo. Shows should be able to produce a new version of the artifact. Like I've mentioned in my intro, each artifact is versioned. So we will be able to switch between the versions. Okay, there you go. We got the next permission to update the artifact. And here we are. A new version. This time it's now fully branded. We have the logo, we have all the colors, we have all the typical visual effects, and including the SAP dashboard as well, showing the targets, showing leads, full color, full on brand applied. There we are. So what you saw there live, what we've created in the last few minutes is the full dashboard that pulls the live data from our BigQuery. It analyzes on the fly. It allows me to look into the details, pull the detailed prompt, paste it in the chat, and to discuss it further if I want to. Yeah, all in one place. And if I ever need to have a look at the previous versions, they're available there. If I need to email, what's currently available is download as PDF option, which then looks like that, which looks pretty good. And that can be attached to an email and pinged to someone else and with additional questions. There you go. That's the first dashboard done. Now let's build the second one. Okay, let me explain what this does. We ask it to build another dashboard as a live artifact. This happened to also have a 6 sections. Overdue, such as HubSpot tasks, Notion tasks, anything that past due or due today. We're using all of those systems. Now, also meetings in the next 7 days, both from a HubSpot, as well as some of them going to be from Outlook as well, and as well as the deals with the station probability tasks due in the next 7 days, also from a HubSpot. Every item must have 2 buttons. Open jumps to the source record, so it will know that if I press that button and go all the way back to whatever that task is or Notion record is, and the other one which would allow me to discuss with Claude about that particular item with all the relevant context. Let's give it a few minutes. It's asking a few questions about the connectors. So it's asked saying, how do you want to connect? What kind of filter should be applied? How to connect to database, which database to connect, and how it should help. Okay, so a few things to note. It pulled the necessary information, but again, like in the previous one, branding is all wrong. It's for whatever reason is not picking it up from the skill. I'm gonna ask it to apply the theme, the AiGentic theme file, and apply to the dashboard. Also connect to Outlook using Composer plugin, retrieve latest emails. Okay. It reviewed the brand guide, retrieved the necessary information. Okay, great. Now Outlook is connected. Also good. There we are. I have a new dashboard. Now it follows the theme with logo, with text, fonts. Looks good, but looks a little bit busy. So I'm going to ask it, implement an overview dashboard on top with the number of items for each category. Horrible spelling mistakes. But good stuff. AI understands that. Okay, there you go. One and a final version. It did exactly what we asked it to. It gives a bit of a summary on top. And then we have individual items. These items are prioritized for us. They have different action buttons. And on each of the items, I can press discuss, which then creates a prompt that I could plug in, and that will go in and retrieve additional information in, like you could see over here. I can also press open, and it will actually open that particular item. Like this one, if I press open, it will open in the browser the actual task, which is very, very handy. Yeah, I have a refresh button. Every time I refresh, it goes in and pulls the fresh information from the database, so nothing is hallucinated. Gives me total overview. And there you go. The business pulse replaces multitude of dashboards in Power BI or Tableau. I don't have to wait and rely on a slide deck somebody writes up for the monthly review. And all data is nearly live. The attention dashboard replaces my morning routine of going over every single system and prioritizing my day based on scattered data. I don't need to try and pull the context into Claude. The context is ready for me to work with. For 30-person consultancy, 15 to 30,000 pounds a year on tools and up to 5 to 10 hours a week of operation time. All of that can be saved with the live artifacts like this deployed to every single consultant. Now, of course, this doesn't come without limitation. Here's a few limitations you need to be aware about. This is limited to Cowork only. If you are on a base Claude free plan, this isn't available yet. Many connectors don't fully expose the data yet, so Outlook needs the Microsoft 365 MCP, and you will need to wire it in separately if you need to write something back. We are running the BigQuery data warehouse, and it needs some setup. And like I mentioned, the video how we set up ours is in the description. And all of that requires per user authentication, which makes it a bit tricky enabling the whole team, as you will need to enable every single consultant at a time. Now the tool is in preview, so likely to change. I find it still a bit glitchy at the times, and I'm sure many bugs will be fixed soon given the speed Anthropic is shipping at. Now, if you're starting fresh, build attention dashboard. The connectors like HubSpot, Notion, Gmail, and Outlook are ready to go. Things most consultancies already have, and the information is all over the place already. Once the pattern clicked, the business pulse follows naturally. There's 2 more rules. Rule 1, don't build anything that's client-facing yet. Reliability simply isn't there. And rule 2, don't connect anything you can't afford to expose to Claude LLM. The shape of these tools is repeatable. It's strategic plus tactical. It helps me to prioritize my day. I know where the business is going and what I need to pay attention to. Plus, it gives me all the necessary connections back into Claude to act on those items quickly. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. If you like this video, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.